What's up, guys? Disclosure Artist. I'm still at the park, and before we lose light, I figured I'd shoot another video since this one's going to be a lot shorter than the one I just shot. And it's going to be talking about my history of meditation. I just want to give a little bit of a background. I always had an interest in old blimps, like the Graf Zeppelin, the Hindenburg. I didn't really care too much for conventional aircraft, airplanes, fancy-looking spaceships. It was always just the more really simple-looking, sleek design that you would find on those craft back then. And I must say that they bear a striking resemblance to the cigar craft that are used by our secret government and also extraterrestrials. But it wasn't just that. Not only did I have a little old-school model about this big of a Zeppelin that I used to keep on my shelf, but I also used to keep a cutout from St. Nicholas magazine in the 1800s of a short story called Christmas Dinner with the Man in the Moon. And it has an aristocratic class of people taking a janky-looking ramp up to, again, this cylindrical Zeppelin-looking craft that I suppose they're going to now board and then take to the moon. So it's indicative to me that it's a very Jules Verne looking picture, and it just makes me think that this has been going on forever. This elite class has been secretly going to the moon or to the stars without us. But that's just a little bit of a background of what interested me as a child. When I was really young, when I would complete a thought, this stopped after age 5, what I'm about to describe to you. I used to see a form of fractals whenever I would complete a thought. It was almost like a decompartmentalization of thought, and it would visually kind of zoom out in almost a very intricate square pattern. But again, this stopped after age 5, whereupon the time period that Mortal Kombat, the movie, came out, it had a very high energy, upbeat soundtrack, and one of the songs on the album was by Orbital. The song was Halcyon and On and On. So whenever I would listen to this specific song, I used to sit in the middle of my floor, cross-legged, and picture myself floating out in the cosmos, out of my body. I also had, I did this from probably around the age 12, 13. I also had this styrofoam head that I suppose I got it from art camp, and it looked like it was an extraterrestrial. It had a very elongated, elegant neck and a beautiful face, and I just thought there was something striking about it, so I took it home with me, and I just kept it in my weird collection of stuff in my room. And I had this thing out whenever I would do my meditation, and I would imagine this transcendental voice was reaching out to me from another planet or realm. And at one point it became so intense that I just had to destroy it. It became too uncomfortable and overwhelming. And I haven't done anything like that since. Fast forward a few years, I'm given an IQ test, and I'm told that I have college-level visual processing centers, way above average. And today, I mean, as far as my meditation, like I said, I swim a lot. My father was a diver, free diver. My father was a free climber. I'm a free climber. So when I go to the bottom of the pool and I just hold my breath, it's like I could feel the EMFs not interfering with me. I could just, clarity of thought. I get a lot of creative inspiration when it's almost like an isolation chamber. That's where the Aquafarian dive suit was born. I'm just going to give you guys one example of the one time, because my partner is into Ayurveda. She goes and sees this practitioner of Ayurveda, and for my own journey, I decided to try an Ayurvedic prayer, a power prayer that she gave to me, and it involved, facing a certain geographical direction, east, southwest, saying a mantra, and doing physical motions in order to achieve the desired effect of this prayer. And the one time that I did this, something very scary happened to me. You could call it powerful, you could call it spiritual, you could call it whatever you want, but I'm going to describe to you exactly as it happened. No more than 30 seconds after saying and doing this prayer, exactly as described on this paper, it was a full page of instructions, and I followed it to the T. All of a sudden, I began to see, no matter where I looked, this weird, pinkish, distorted parentheses, almost shaped of light, pinkish light. I thought I was having a neurological problem. I thought something was going wrong in my brain. And I was walking around the house really concerned, about to call 911, like, what is happening to me? It was like this crystalline stained glass half circle of pinkish light, and no matter where I looked, it was following me around, and it was really starting to cause me to panic. So I sat on the edge of my bed, drank a glass of water. As soon as I sipped the first drop of water, it completely disappeared. So make of it what you will. It happened to me. I haven't done anything like that since. It's not that I'm not open to it, it's just, wow, what are we really calling upon? I should also mention that from time to time I see little sparkles in the corner of my eye, and I also see little dark shadows from time to time darting out of the corner of my eye. Well, that's it for now. That's a brief history of my meditation. The sun is going down, and I need to meet up with my partner now. So until next time, guys, love you. Take care of each other.